Oh, good morning. Good morning. Let's go into the reaction today, the first reaction, because once we do this, it will allow us to plan for the rest of the day. I'm supposed to go somewhere before I come back to continue. So guys, I've had to work early in the morning and do the first reaction as early as 8 up to 9. Then from there, I can go handle other matters, guys. So I hope you're fine. Let's start with the first shenanigans in Nyabohanse. People wanting to earn without working. How true is this? Okay. So, of course, most people have been talking about this aspect of the people within Nyabohanse. We've heard and we've seen a very serious problem. People want to earn, they don't want to work. Even those who don't have YouTube channels, okay? So we've seen an example of Murimi. I've talked about here every blessed day. Murimi, Brian, and Matiko. Now, of course, the other day, David Jr. told us that Matiko has become a nuisance. He's not sleeping in the home. David Jr. is the prefect now here, okay? Of course, I hope that he's doing that with good intention. But sometimes dealing with drunkards, even if you think you're helping them, they never see what you're doing, okay? So we just arrived. Let's just check on something here before we go to that. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Murim. I don't like how your lifestyle is. Yeah, so every blessed day, David Jr. is reminding Brian, Murimi, and Matiko that he doesn't like their kind of life. But now they know the YouTube game. They understand very well that you can just be idle around, but be very close to somebody who does YouTube. And so because David Jr. is a has progressed in terms of actually YouTubeship and subscription, and also has enough donors coming handy for him from America, UK, and other places, it seems very much okay. It seems very much okay for them just to relax and be assisted. I don't know why my bulb is misbehaving. All right. So let's look at the complaint here. He came out complaining about the state of affairs of Murimi. He doesn't like it. And he put that on camera. Look how your legs are. This is pure liquor, guys. This is pure liquor. Look, even I don't want to show, I don't want to zoom that much. Yeah. But we wish all the very best. So let's go this way so that we can see what's happening. Guys, from here, Matiko, is he coming? Yeah. Okay, call him, ask him, let me buy credit. I want you to ask Matiko, how long will he take so that he can be here? Okay. Because I need to ask him, is he ready to take responsibilities, or he wants to be a deadbeat dad? Yeah, people, they have, to know, like, okay, just a minute. Put on loudspeaker. Tell him we need him right now, at Mama Wegesa's place. Tell him. Real stories from here in the village, guys, at the border town of Kenya and Tanzania. My name is Devi. I'm a digital content creator. In life, in my life. As we wait for more. All right, so guys, David Jr. had to go for Matiko. I think it's because some people are reacting, saying the child needs DNA and all that. I don't know why people are suspecting anything there. For me, it doesn't make quite it doesn't make sense, Of course, we know that charity in this village is used for collecting, collecting views, at the same time collecting donations. And David Jr. has seen opportunity in the responsible people such as Matiko, such as Murimi, such as Brian. I hope Brian will be transforming once he went home, okay?
But if you look at Murimi, it's early in the morning, he looks again already drunk at a bit, because he testified that on camera. He said that he's still drinking, okay? So David Jr. has taken a responsibility, but in fact, for those of us who understand content creation, we know that he knows it is easy to create such content. Very easy. He will not need to edit, he just needs to pick some parts and finish and load, and people will be watching, okay? And it is first revelation for the newborn. Now, in this video, David Jr. decided to, Bravo Nams 254, welcome on board. Thank you so much for coming here. You can like the video, okay, as we start this morning. So we are seeing that David Jr. decides to actually go collect Matiko after people had reminded him that if he's taking full responsibility, then it means the child is his. Okay, so he decided to go pick Murimi alongside Matiko so that they go see the baby. Okay, so let's look through the video and see what we have to see there. Please like the video once you come in. Bravo names, and there is somebody else. Thank you so much for your great love and presence here. So let's see. David Jr. starts also by correcting Murimi because he wakes up in the morning, he looks drunkard. T-Master, who's another day, another topic, of course. We are into the aspect of responsibility. We are seeing that Matiko seems not to be responsible, okay? The wife went away, of course, because of serious beatings. And we can see now here, David Jr. is trying to remind him to take responsibility or to take charge of everything. And so let's just check here something before I came back here. Bravo Nams, we can actually have such sessions on the special packages, okay? I really appreciate your understanding. So let's get to see this one here.
For Matiko, then I want to be proceeding to meet Nchagwa, guys, because she needs my help. And today I want to be doing a face reveal so that we can see how the baby looks like. What do you want?
Okay, on to my life, my family to grow well.
Your family to grow well?
Yeah.
Speak louder.
Like like baby Layden. So Layden should live in a good life, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll be happy. So to transform my life, I need to abstain. Okay, I'm not laying before this camera. Haven't left liquor. I do take liquor.
Oh, you do take liquor?
I do take
One of the things that I really appreciate about you, you're a truthful man. You always speak out.
Yeah, I do take liquor, but I have reduced it. You know, it's slowly by slowly. You know, I was being told in hospital that you won't left it like that.
Murimi, sorry to cut you short, but one of the things that we have to understand, our actions today dictates our tomorrow. The actions that we make, meaning the grandma has.
Yeah, so we saw in that video David Jr. giving him a lecture, which is very necessary because someone cannot justify that they cannot stop a bad habit immediately because liquor should be left slowly by slowly. In the process of actually promising to live slowly by slowly, they may end up not living at all. Just as David Jr. is saying, our actions tomorrow are dictated by the choices we make today. When you make a choice today, it dictates what will happen tomorrow. If, for example, you decide to walk away from laziness and start working, maybe if you hate this, they'll be eliminated. And that's why, for example, some of us, we have to wake so early and begin content creation early this morning because we are trying to run away from situations that are not good, okay? So for Murimi to just think that he will give excuses every day, we've seen him with David Jr. for almost a whole, maybe 3 months. 3 months is enough to have actually stayed away totally from alcohol. If he knows that his family needs a good life, where does a good life come from? Does it fall from heaven? It is not money to fall from heaven. So he has to make a choice now or never. Because his promises, he has done those promises on camera. David Jr. keeps saying that he's a truthful man. But when you are truthful or negative, every time you say, yeah, I stole, then tomorrow you say, yes, I failed to work because I'm lazy. Tomorrow you say, I failed to do this because maybe I drink. What benefit does it give? Does it really give any value to give? Okay, you are saying truthful aspects, but then they are not good at all. So you are testifying to be that bad person. So the reality is that David Jr. has to come so strong and firm on Murimi. He has to be firm on him, because if he keeps entertaining this aspect of him just saying truthful aspects, he says, yes, I take liquor, but I've reduced. How do you measure reduction of alcohol? Come on, Murimi, how do you measure the reduction of alcohol? For example, if you are taking, then you now come out on camera and say you are testifying, you have stopped or you have reduced. Who is to justify? Because I don't think Murimi will be coming out to say what quantity he was taking and what quantity he's taking, okay? As far as Halima justified that also in another video, saying that he has reduced, that's why he's not having the, burns on his lips. Anyway, let's proceed to more because we have more to cover. Now, finally, they found Matiko because Matiko has to go see the baby since the baby was born. Okay.
Matiko,
Yes.
how are you doing?
I am fine.
Just to let you know, tomorrow we'll be going to get cows.
Yeah.
Kesho tunaenda kuleta ng'ombe za Godfrey.
Sawa. Thank you.
Yeah, Matiko, and what's up, Matiko? Why have you covered yourself? Like, very cold. Covered himself like. Vichukue twende.
Niko fine,
What's
bro.
your name?
My name is Joseph Machiko.
Joseph Matiko.
Yeah. I am fine.
Where is your home?
Home? Go what?
So his dad, his nickname is Watful. Yeah, Matiko is just living his life, you know? Yeah. So tomorrow, Matiko will be going to collect Godfrey's cows. Yeah, so please don't go far. Kesho usiende mbali tafadhali.
Now see this habit. They have paid fees for his son Godfrey. They have brought cows for Godfrey. They gave Matiko 8 hens. He sold them off. Now here they are promising that they are bringing cows. How do we know that he will not sell the cows again? Because he is someone who does not hold on money. He does not work so much. So the other day we saw Matiko actually having been beaten up, and that is why he has a black eye currently. He was beaten up because he sold chicken. The chicken were retrieved by David Jr., and when they were retrieved, some owners decided to beat him up. No wonder he had a black eye. Now today he's being promised his son is going to be given cows, guys. If you'll be watching this video later or now, how do you gauge that? Do you think the cows are safe? How will, for example, how will they make sure that they are safe and they are not picked and sold, just like the chicken was sold? Because that is the habit we've seen continuously happening in his life. And of course, he has not reformed. From what we saw in the 3 previous videos, he has not reformed. Okay? Now let's get on, because there is a visitation to reveal the face.
Matiko is the one who will take control. Yameisha? Niliambiwa kuna mengine hapa, so I was told we have other off-cuts on this other side.
400.
These people is money.
I'm saying money.
Money. So, like for him, he's telling me, guys, I gave him some work to collect sand to bring there. And remember, this is their grandma. Remember that.
Yeah,
keep in mind, This is their grandma, but they don't want to work for free.
Ya ninajua lakini ningejaribu kwenda kwa barabara siku.
But they want just money.
Lakini sasa ni kwa mtu nilienda nikachukua.
Of course, you saw yesterday David Jr. complaining that people in this village, they cannot help their neighbor. They have to be paid. And one of them told him that I don't even have money to shave myself. And we saw clearly that he was almost coming physical until money had to be provided for him to actually finally work. Okay? So for those who get maybe free money from donations and all that, they don't understand how difficult it is maybe for the rest. And for the rest, on the other end, they are very desperate. Okay, when you are dealing with the workers, that is those who rely on wage, they can be quite a nuisance sometimes, because any small work that is added, they'll have to demand too much. Sometimes they'll overcharge you. Sometimes they even don't want to continue until they see something. And a single day must be paid. And even sometimes they'll stop working and wait on you so that you go pay. And those are some of the challenges David Jr. is facing right here, okay? Now for him, we expect, because he's doing charity and he's receiving donations, of course, and helping the community, then people from those homes will do work for free. But the people are not willing to do so. So when they see him, because they know that he is a big YouTuber with a lot of donors, sponsors coming in handy, they go for him and they ask for money. Look at that. Okay.
Okay. And for them, they decided to build the chicken coop on the front side. Okay.
Now we realized that Halima, of course, I remember I gave some comment indicating that it's necessary that Halima should begin some project, serious project.
Lady, she's right there. Okay, I wanna be saying hello to her. Yeah. Kama si leo nitakupea kesho asubuhi, tutalipa school fees kila kitu. So for them, this is why they decided they want to be building the chicken coop here, the front side. Problems are too much. So she's telling me even yesterday the goats slept outside. Kwa hivyo hii inaweza beba kama kuku wangapi? Tunataka kuku 50.
Itabeba. Hii amesema tuweke juu na chini. Ongeze kwa mabati 5. Jana kutuma mabati 4.
So finally they are doing the kitchen coup. I hope and trust that it will change their life actually. Let me do something here before I come back. Let me put on the tea. All right. So that is something that Halima has really to think of, so that they don't continue relying on all this. If he doesn't come, it's bad. If he comes, it's good. Okay. Now we saw all through that, then the final visitation of the baby, who was then revealed.
To peel fast. Oh wow. Small angel. Woo, she's so cute, huh? She's right there. Anyway, it's been a while since I was here. Nimekuwa busy, tafadhali utanielewa. I'm telling her I've been so busy. In the next asking what, let me ask her what she feels like, because the other day on camera you saw the baby daddy was like he wants to come and see the baby.
So of course, now David Jr. had to come handy to inquire from Matiko's wife if she is willing to have Matiko come to the place. And so let's hear this.
She's telling me, you know, not my words, that is her words. I feel like she went through a lot of difficulties in an extent whereby she was really heartbroken. So what she's telling me, she doesn't need anything to deal with him. Your stories from the village here. Hiya, Basi. Okay, let me end my video here. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for supporting her. We really appreciate. The baby, she's looking cute and fine, and yeah, the mother, she's taking care of her. Okay, so thank you for supporting.
So Matiko's wife, who left, has decided that she does not need anything to do with Matiko. Regardless of Matiko wanting to go there, she has denounced that. So even though David Jr. had been willing to have Matiko go, but it is what it is, okay? And of course, David Jr. knows very well that Matiko has not reformed fully. It is important that Matiko is supposed to have had a family, but then that is the effect of illicit brew, because it causes a lot of damage to families too. Now let's get to see, I was telling you about the complaints of workers, and we saw this one here.
In sub-Saharan Africa, maternal mortality is 130 times higher than in Europe or North America.
From here, yeah, we are trying to take, oh, that's one. Yeah. You gave me a call, you told me there is a problem, so we need to solve. Maybe you can show me the progress so far. Yeah, what's happening. And dedication, we have to do it. So maybe you're so new here and you don't know where I am at Grandma's place. This is how it is. Okay, I wanna be giving you guys, we're heading to buy sand at the river on the other side, because right now we are lacking sand, you know, but it is what it is. About the people around here, they want to be paid everything. Are you related with the grandma? No. Are you? No. So, okay, is she your neighbor? Yeah. Why can't you help your neighbor? Even watering, even the work. But you need to be paid everything.
Not that being paid everything. Once you are commanded, when you are told that go work, there is something that.
But that's part of your work as a handman. What should you do?
No, when you are told that wake up very early in the morning so that you, for the team, for your family.
Okay, you do. How much do you want from me?
Okay,
tell me.
Morris told you.
How much? You speak.
It's around $350.
$350. That is $2. $2 is what you're complaining, crying.
Not crying, but still,
Okay. $2 I'm paying you today. Even right now if you want. Because I don't need problems with people. Only for $2 to bring chaos. Fanya. Ukimaliza nikupe.
So of course, you understand that in most of the places we have differences of people who have and those who don't have. And sometimes those who have don't see the little money as a problem. They will ask, why are you complaining about 100 shillings? Even $1, half a dollar. But that who does not have, and maybe they don't have another source of income apart from the daily earning, they consider that much a lot of money for them, because it's not easy for them to get anything. And of course they rely on physical work, manual work, while maybe this other person relies on making content, soft life. Okay, we've heard so many times David Jr. talking about we used to be so poor and now we are okay. Now he doesn't consider that even those who do not have a source of income just have a justification in asking for their money. So for him, he sees $2 as very little. But you can see actually that man right there, again, as I always say, Nyabohanze with illicit brew. Illicit brew has really completely ruined their life. And that is why somebody will not want to work without being assured of money. They have trust issues. They'll be up and down demanding. They want to have those agreements before they go on because they doubt whether they'll be paid maybe. So of course you saw that it was not a very good exchange. And of course being humiliated on camera, being reminded that $2 is very little money, you don't have to cry. And of course from the title of the video, David Jr. was like, I'm tired. I'm like, what are you tired of? Only to watch the video and realize that he's only tired with the workers who are asking for money. Maybe they do extra duties and they ask for more money. That's what he's tired of. Okay, so the aspect of class in society is something that most people don't want to understand. In a society where we have affluent people and we have the destitute, let's say that, because those who struggle so much to earn a living, it's something that someone has to automatically understand, so that you don't say, is it only 100 that you are making a lot of noise? Because the reality is that for this person, that 100 shillings is like 1,000 for you, or maybe 10,000 for you. But as for them, that 1,000 is important, and you cannot actually totally prosecute them. And you won't expect them to work for free, because even though they may be related to whoever they're working for, or their neighbors, they have not reached that level to be an umbrella, or rather offers free services. Because as for them, they earn from their physical labor, while you earn from YouTube or donors. So there is a very huge difference that David Jr. is actually purporting not to understand. But I think he understands, only that he does not want to have these people actually demanding for what they actually believe is truthfully theirs. Okay. Later on, of course, we saw more complaints coming.
On Monday, imagine schools are reopening on Monday. So I would like to follow up so that I can get to know, what are they ready to go back to school, or they just change their mind? So Godfrey, the grandson to Mama Matiko, he just ran to call the mother and the baby on the other side. Hey. These are Jembe from the farm. These are Jembe, you see guys. Really. So after the hard work, they are taking breakfast, sweet potatoes. Mama, Yekyon. Mary, Yekyon. Cow, you can have 2 cows, that is 600 US. Imagine losing 600 US within a spur of a moment. That's why I'm alerting the neighbors. Tomorrow is a big day. The cows, they want to be around.
So of course today, Matiko's son will be receiving the 2 cows worth 6 USD. And therefore, because Matiko had already sold chicken that he was given, David Jr. is not taking any more of a risk. He is alerting everybody to be aware so that in case the cows are brought, they are not sold again, and we see them retrieved, and we see Matiko now beaten thoroughly as it happened for the chicken. Okay, they always say once bitten, twice shy. But sometimes for people who are addicted, they don't learn. They don't learn, so they don't have the application of that saying in their life. Okay, now let's follow up a new aspect on Dimwango here. Of course, new land and a home in it. Okay, so we know this man from the videos that we have been shown around by Dimwango or Marwa. I think he even sold land on for the road here.
Sijui nani atoa. Mimi siwezi panda na nyinyi. Acha niite Mosabi. Acha Mosabi aje wabebe mimi sawa. Ila mimi kwenda wewe na. Acha nipigie Mosabi.
Okay, so let's just get to the venue and see what is happening there. Of course, there is land that is to be sold, and there is a home inside. Here.
This land is on sale. They asked me to come and check on it. Today is the first day, but it kinda has issues, you know. African toilet, you guys. You see, plenty of African toilets.
So of course, you've already heard clearly the land has issues. It has issues. Nyabohanze land. Do they miss issues in those lands? It will either be sold and there is no document. It will be sold and maybe it is family land and someone does not want to. It will be sold and it will be argued that it was bigger or smaller. So many issues have been arising around them. Of course, for those who watch their videos, we know.
Command your morning. Wake up, warrior. This is not just another
Let's
morning.
skip the commercial break.
We want to see another tree being sold here. You all know right now that's what is giving me headache. I need plenty of trees, you know, so that I can finish the formwork of the house. So here we are. That's what we want to check just now. Hapa. Mpaka chini. Hata pick up bado itachukua. Hata pick up bado itachukua. Hii mimi naikumbuka vizuri. Tena njia yake ni ile. Iko na njia? Iko na njia yake kwa ninapo. Guys, I'm here with Uncle Mo from Kenya. We just had tea. I'm going to the posho mill. Come along with us. New brand medicine. Yeah, it's a lot. Let's go to Mgawi and Otoni. Kesho unajua unaweka fresh hapo. Unaona kesho unaanza na fresh.
So there is a kitchen kutu here, okay? Away from the the dog's kennel, there is a chicken coop loading at the villa, okay, at Mat's villa, just to make the home running. Of course, we saw from the birthday party, then to there was a kennel first for the dog Mat to settle in the villa. Then there was what followed. The next thing that followed was the party. Then now we have seen a kitchen cool. Yo, so the villa is loading, guys. Will you keep quiet? So let's look at the other aspect of that relates to this. Of course, I had talked about part of this, but not entirely, guys.
Be okay. Okay? So, a lot of you guys have been saying, oh, Matt is not being treated well. Boy, mbona umefungia Matt na nilikwambia unaacha na ruka? Acha ikae nje. Mimi sitaki nakaa ndani. Nataki nakaa nje. Nataki nakaa nje siku nzima mpaka jioni. Hakuna kuifungia. I'm telling my watchman to let Matt jump outside, not inside the cage, you know? Matt.
So, of course, letting him jump around is also a way of assuring that the worker will not go anywhere. Because we've seen a lot of complaints about the worker. Boy does not stay at the place. He goes away all the time. And he has been threatened to leave job. In fact, I was believing by now I should have seen him having lost his job. Because that is what we got in the last video. I'm letting him go finally. I can't stand it. But I realize, I have learned that this video, sometimes people put so much in the title, but when you watch the video, you don't see that coming out, okay? And of course, when I was watching that video on land, I was like, okay, you said you're broke, totally broke. Or do we expect the donors to come handy again for money for land? Or what exactly are we seeing? You know, sometimes it becomes like a scam. You don't understand what somebody's doing because, as I said, when you talk about being broke, it should be indeed you are broke, because broke means you don't have it. But then you don't have it, but you're still going to assess land. You're still going there. You want to buy land with the houses inside only for it to have issues and you leave. So which means if it didn't have issues, automatically she would have secured it. We don't disregard development, but then what I don't like is the aspect of lying, you know. Lucy, hi. Welcome on the platform. Today I had to do a very early analysis, or rather live stream, because I have to go somewhere by 9:30. Yeah, so why should someone actually go? If I don't have money totally, I cannot go around assessing for land. Because once you assess land, of course, that interest to pick it should be there. For someone to actually leave their home, go assess land, it means they have money somewhere ready to purchase. But then you go about assessing and you don't have, I don't think so. If that land did not have issues, automatically she would have picked it. So what I don't understand is the donors. The donors have to really have a full bank that they'll have always to download at some point. When someone is crying about their problems, how I wish they would actually be doing also for the vulnerable, the real vulnerable people, because we have a lot of vulnerable people in Kenya who totally don't even have a home, the homeless. Like the case of the man we saw in Nyabohanse, and Ondari actually talked to him. Such a man, he would require that direct assistance. Once they see this situation, why can't they come handy and maybe do something for him? We have also other situations we've seen actually on the ground. People who are really having it very rough, you know. Why can they come handy for such people and help them? Because it seems if they are really philanthropic, as we can see, then they can do much to change the lives of those people. Okay. But then when I look at this, then I'm just surprised. Some people have taught us to use the three hardworking, three knowing, 3 surprised. So I'm 3 surprised that actually these people continue just saying, yeah, go ahead, go on, we support you. But then you can clearly see that there is a game going on, because from Devi Jr. to Dimango to Marwa to somebody else, you cannot tell me that for example, in her video, too broke to keep Matt. In that video, even though she's saying she's too broke, she said, you can see, I'm doing a large villa. My dog will be the richest in Africa. The richest dog with the biggest villa. Hey. Now, let's just listen to this part, because I had done something on this video a bit, but when I saw this one yesterday on acquiring land, and I was like, hey, what a surprise. So I decided at night then I'll book to discuss that matter. And it is so ashaming. But these people have no shame, by the way. They don't even have shame. They can come out today, abuse you, come today, brag, come today, talk to you sarcastically, and tomorrow they'll be there begging. They have really mastered the art of psychology, where we were being taught of dual personality. Dual personality is whereby somebody can be very rich at the same time very poor. So they have actually mastered that art. You can really look like you are very rich at the same time very poor. When she's cruising her BMW on the road to the courts, hey, she's like, yeah, we have to live our life in our 20s, and some people in the old age very bitter because I at my young age have made it, and I'm cruising I'm cruising slowly down the road in my BMW. Hey. Then they come again another day, they're like, I am broke, and nothing is permanent. Okay, let's look at this anyway. Let me not talk for them. You may say that I'm the one talking for them.
Matt, are you ready to go abroad? Are you ready to board one of the longest flights that your mommy knows? A lot of you guys are like, oh, damn, Matt doesn't deserve to be here. So when the rain comes, where is he supposed to be? Under the rain or where? You know, some of you guys are just too much.
We are 3 much.
I want to check what...
Some of us are 3 much, not too much. So when I looked at that, and later on in a video, she said that her villa has been made. The rich villa for the dog.
He's coming very quick. That's the secret. Hey. Come. He's coming very quick. Yay! Come here. This house belongs to Matt, you know? What do you guys think about that? That feels better, right? And I truly mean my words. He will really enjoy. Super enjoy. You know, but the fact that I took him to the villa and he was actually chasing peacocks and all that, I can't deal with that. Matt is a very active dog. He wants to play, he wants to run, so sometimes it's a little bit challenging, you know? So I just let Matt be. Let us just live our lives, okay? Life has no life guide. You just can be so bitter. Oh, give Matt away. Don't deserve a dog. You know, please let us be, okay?
Now, when I heard that, I was like, anyway, Because as for me, I don't care whether you'll have a dog or not. Dimwango, it's your problem. You chose your problem. You always tell people to take their Panadol. So you take your Panadol. Because now you are talking about a dog boarding a flight. And of course, the other day you are telling us, some people are so bitter because they have aged and they don't have anything. But as for me, I have married in my 20s. They can't even believe my age. When I say that, they are irritated because they don't believe a young girl like me can make it in life. Okay? She said, I have lived my life to the best. I've even spent in the best hotels, 6-star hotels, 5-star hotels. I've had even to cruise the air. I always have used flights. I've spent the best of my life. And I have made money. Now I've come to build. Then, now she comes here and says, life has no guide. Who has ever given a guide if not her? She's the one who gives people guides. She's like telling people, live like me. Live a better life. Don't be bitter. She's the one who guides people, all right? And once people talk about it, then she's like, the haters, they'll just head and die in their bitterness. She doesn't know that people talk here because they know what you should do. They know exactly what you should do. And then those people are commenting on the dog most times. I think they are her subscribers because she said she's reading on her comment sections. And they don't allow, Judy Moyo does not allow anybody who is not their team to actually write anything and it remains. She deletes it immediately. So it means if there are any comments they left on the section, then that is their team. What they call their team. Whatever team means. Okay? Ethan 999, welcome to the house. Welcome to the house. Good morning. I decided to do this live stream in the morning because I am supposed to go somewhere by 9:30. Hi, Ethan 999. Welcome and big up to you. So like the video as we proceed. Okay? So it is so funny sometimes how we Africans, when we are being helped, we become arrogant and we become to look down again look down upon maybe those others who are just giving critics that are genuine. I don't see a life that is not critiqued how it can be. Because those critics, often, they tell you what to do, the right thing to do. Sometimes they talk about it because you are doing something wrong. You are definitely doing something wrong. Either in the way you are communicating, the way you are actually lying. And I believe so strongly Dimwango has been lying because you cannot tell me if you look at her videos, for example, one day, 23,000 views. Then they don't want to inspire us to make us understand that YouTube really makes money. I saw the other day Marwa trying to cover up the money part when he was with the manager and ROCIO. The manager, Brian, yeah? And he was there saying, let me cover the money part so that I don't have a lot of problems. And like, which problems? Are the problems the donors will stop giving because they know you have enough, or what do you mean by having problems? Okay? Because if someone is actually saying YouTube is her job and it is something that has fed her, she's saying it has changed their life, it has done a lot to the mother, it has bought everything, it has made her stay everywhere, then she comes out and again says, I am broke. I'm totally flabbergasted because some of us struggle and even take loans and we do our projects. Even if they don't end, at least we move a step ahead and wait. Even if it's 3 more years, we go again back and continue. Okay? But when you look at Dimwango, I've not understood this girl at all. So when I saw this video I didn't see it coming, New More Land and Home on It, I was like, what? What are you telling us? You know? I was like, did you not say yesterday that you are broke? How comes you have money for land? So that was the land. That was the land they were assessing. Yeah, and Uncle Mo with Kuria.
Jauh kurang Na idara ni yang muhimu. Idara lazim.
Yeah.
Umuntu wacha kutenga takora taru chimchera. Kama hivi sanga bichinchira mbali.
Huyu. Wadu ni akenda huyu.
Sasa mimi kipindi sasa wewe ndio amoverekere mwere wale.
Na lazima assign, jumi sitaki mtu akuja kunisumbua.
Abaka turamoverekere, ewe turamoverekere tuere wale kama tunachukua simu.
Yeah.
Akikubali ate sign mbele ya chief tuelewane. Juu tutakuwa tunafanya vitu live, sio vile vya kubisa. Lazima tuelewane. Na anyo mbarake.
So you can clearly see that the only issue that they are talking about over the land that Dimwango has gone again to assess so as to buy is the road issue. And they have decided that if that man will agree and they sign, they are going to take it. So tell me guys, how Dimwango would have gone to assess this land and again be ready to sign before the chief if she does not have money? Tell me. So it is about they are saving for their future while squandering the money from her team. And I'm so sorry, because if there are people who have not made it and they are contributing, I'm so sorry for them, because they are doing out of desperation, maybe for views, for shout-outs, and whatever it is, or to associate with Dimwango. But in reality is that this girl has a lot of money, because you can't tell me you have worked for 5 years on YouTube. She began monetization of her channel 5 years ago. And then, here she is claiming to be broke. 5 years. Then you start a construction in 3 months, you are saying you are broke. And when you look at the number of views, for those of us who know about YouTube, and the fact that she has a large following international, that is a whole scam. A whole scam. It is good to come out and ask for assistance, but you don't have to say you are broke. You can genuinely just come out and say, support me in this, but don't keep saying, I am broke. That is the problem we have with them. Because how do you come out and say, I'm broke? Or is it because when the whites or they are not even whites alone, international audience, when they just hear that I'm doing development for Africa, I'm doing a villa, a large one, if you come around, you can always spend around, you will have a moment in it. So, does it mean because of maybe those promises, then you just download your money? Hey, I don't know. The toughest moment that the people have out there working for money, I don't know how. They find it so easy to just give and give and give. Anyhow, let's proceed to Roro, because actually my minutes are almost getting over. So Roro Cabrera has come out to clarify. And I'm like, what are you clarifying, Mama? You are now the life partner. You said in the video, before the manager, you said you are a life partner, and let me for now be your wife, Marwa. And we will be managing whatever you do, okay? Now, it seems that some subscribers are quite obsessed, and they have hetophobia. They have hetophobia sickness. The hetophobia sickness makes them think that everybody is out there to destroy Marwa. They believe that there are people who will hire individuals to go and destroy Marwa. And I'm like, really? Like, really? You know, I don't know. I thought that this aspect of haters and what have you is just a concept. But then I've come to learn that some people take it to heart. Some people take it to heart, and they'll always use it as a tool to communicate to Marwa, or communicate to Dimwango, or communicate to ROCIO. And I like the way ROCIO has dismissed some of them. Because all the time, it's just like in ancient society where people could live and they believe they are bewitched. So all the time you are like, I'm bewitched, I can't grow up. There are witches around me, I cannot grow up. You know, I've taught in a certain society once, and most of the parents were like, my child is bewitched. They could come to school and say, this child is bewitched, I have to take them to traditional seer and all that. And do you know, that society is backwards, because the children don't make effort in academics at all, at all. The children already believe they are bewitched. So So they have an excuse in academics. They cannot do anything better. Okay? So why should they work hard when they already have been bewitched from childhood? Their destinies have been set on. The aspect of stars. They don't have stars. Eh? So that is the same thing that I've actually realized with the subscribers who call themselves diehards of Dimwango, diehards of Marwa, diehards of ROCIO. Maybe as I'm talking currently, even correcting aspects about Dimwango, ROCIO, or Marwa, these people believe wholeheartedly that anybody who talks about them in a negative way is a hater. And because they are haters, they can send some people to the villa to go look for a job, and then they destroy Marwa. So some people even trusted that the manager who was hired has been sent by haters. I don't know which haters, whether they are village haters or international haters or country haters. I'm not so sure. Now, allegedly, those subscribers came handy to ROCIO's channel and they began telling her, you make sure you've signed agreements with that manager. Make sure the manager does not have Marwa's account. Make sure that manager has disclosure issues. Make sure that he's not sent by the hater. What if he sent the hater? Now, I like how ROCIO attacked, or rather handled them in a calm way though. Unlike Dimwango, of course, we know that ROCIO sometimes goes slow. Even if she has no rights, but she knows how to cool situations. So she told them, let us believe that this has been brought by God instead of living by haters. And she also believes that haters are there anyway. Let's listen to this.
Sometimes I think that that of course they were projecting a lot of fear from their thinking, and sometimes my answer to some of them was like, some of them were like, I'm so against about this because this I'm going to explain more about this thinking, but first of all, what I want to organize myself in my mind first to how is it that I'm going to develop this conversation about this topic, so I don't make it a mess. But I want to clarify that has no control over Marwa's career in general, has no control over fair and open possibilities for Marwa. That's all the job of a brand manager. She
Okay,
doesn't have
Ethan,
his
it is 2
account
a.m. Which country?
for his YouTube, his password, his anything, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Okay? Signed. Everybody's like, please sign, you have to do this and you have to do this before you do. Guys, calm down, please. Trust us.
Oh,
Trust me,
Canada.
because I'm also behind this. Marwa told me, ROCIO, you deal with this. So,
Okay, so Ethan Keane is telling us that Canada, it is 2 a.m. So 2 a.m. while here it is now 9 a.m. Okay, 9 a.m. Canada. Thank you so much from Canada. Thank you for being on our platform all that long. I really appreciate actually your presence. Lucy also is here, and she said she is very funny. She has to remind the whole world that the dog will go on a long flight she has been on. Of course, to remind us that you have never gone into a plane, and she has been in a plane, even if currently she's struggling in the village, because people are telling her, now what content are you doing? Why about math? And so she has to remind people that don't forget that I'm the empress, okay? All right. So ROCIO Cabrera had to remind people to shut up. She does not want people to keep bothering her on the comment section about the manager. She trusts her decisions. She trusts her mission. Remember, the people who are actually going to our comment section don't know that it's ROCIO who decided to have that manager. After she came back, I think, while on holiday in Nairobi, after the breakup with Marwa, she must have gone into soul searching. Before she placed on the onyx and began to cast those and her bad omen, she must have also had discussions with her own people. And she decided possibly when she was coming back, maybe she even signed an agreement and a contract with Marwa. We do not know about it. But that is what I think she did, because remember, immediately Marwa went to Nairobi, Marwa began to buy what she wanted, transforming Nyabohanse villa into Santra Rapose, the village that she has been dreaming of. The village that will provide her with the washing machine, the village that will provide her with the oven, the village that will provide her with the, what else? The fridge. And we even saw that microwave, even though they are saying they will give away. If they have not given away, possibly they are using off camera. Because if all their life is born on lies, what if they are doing it? You know? Because I saw the day ROCIO was with Gabriela, they were talking about that microwave. And it seemed to me that they were using it. Okay? So ROCIO is coming here to actually show her power over Marwa's villa. She's trying to prove to people, you know, so many people have been reacting saying that she will go away. And I told you people, ROCIO cannot go away. She cannot. She will maybe sometimes cause those tantrums, go to the city, rest for a bit and come back. She's here to stay. So that is why she's saying Marwa has given me all the powers now to work with the manager, and I am still testing the manager. Did you get that clearly? ROCIO is actually the one who is in control of the manager. She is the one signing everything with the manager. At least she has now authority in the villa. Possibly they signed agreements before she came back to the village. She doesn't look like a fool to me. She doesn't. When I look at her, I realize that even though she pretends sometimes she does not know what measles is, she does not know about taking the child for clinic, but in other things, she's quite smart. And what with the manager to do what they have to do to control Maru. People are forgetting that. And they are just saying, I'm not comfortable with this, I'm not comfortable. Be aware that ROCIO is behind everything that is happening. The coming of the manager and all that. We know very well that, because look at the day they introduced the manager. Marwa had to say, ROCIO is here, my wife. Let ROCIO explain everything. And guys, remember, when Marwa started the project at Brian's End, he went explaining. You remember that day that he had been told not to go to the meeting. He said himself he won't go to the meeting. While on the road with the ROCIO, he began explaining to ROCIO. And he was actually making her believe that she is safe. He told her, in Africa, once you are married to me, even if we have legal or no legal agreements, my property becomes yours. He also assured ROCIO that when you bear a baby boy, your property is assured to be with the wife. So those kind of assurances, what do you think they'll do to ROCIO? ROCIO will begin now to feel like the queen. She is the queen, of course, of the villa. I see most of comments from her subscribers saying, you are the queen, take over. You came all the way from Argentina, we will support you. You sacrificed. And I'm like, what did she sacrifice? Okay, let's proceed.
Trust me, we have done agreements, contracts, non-disclosures. We have even designed the things that are important for Marwa to be in that paper, and we sign it. Guys, what if it's good? Instead, what if he fails? What if he betrays this guy? What if it comes from the haters are behind it? what coming? What if it's a hand from heaven that's actually coming to bring light to Marwa's career, as my wish is, and when you switch the energy like this, you open to possibilities. And this that I'm trying to do with you guys, because I know how much most of you 390 watching right now, I'm pretty sure that 390 of you, 396 of you are here because of Marwa, as where you probably are Marwa's 465 right now on the other side. We are a big community here. We are a big emanation of energy here, okay? We need to
Now, guys, I don't know why those subscribers, or rather those Judy Moyo and all those people, tend to think that they have any power or greater potential, or either they are godly, and for them they can actually secure anything that Marwa is doing, whereas anybody else is there for bad intentions. For me, I believe even those who correct you and mention your negatives are making you better day after day. So, ROCIO has dismissed you people. She's like, that is the hand of God from heaven. That is the hand of God. Let the hand of God come and do the wonders and transform the life of Marwa. Put some energy. All right? Let that hand of God come and do the positive. She will not live by haters. She will not live also by your comments as subscribers, because you are just putting a lot of negative energy also when you tell her, what if? When you doubt her choices, don't you know that she made that choice? Why do you doubt ROCIO? You are the same people who say she's the queen. At the same time, you are there saying, ROCIO, what if? Have you done this as if you know 3 much? Do you know 3 much? Will you keep quiet? Will you keep quiet? ROCIO knows what she's doing. She wants to put some light in Marwa's life, to bring some emission, more energy, physics, fusion, and fission, and immersion. We don't make light that simple. We have to put a lot of batteries, positive and negative, together. Of course, there is no light that can be put on without a battery having the positive plus negative terminal. Will you keep quiet? Hey, and let ROCIO, the queen of the villa, take charge. She knows a lot. If she read 43 pages from this guy Brian Obiera and was able to understand that this guy is a professional, what are you saying? Lucy is saying, I love the way this family uses the Donatos. The Donatos have no idea they are being taken for a ride. I'm sure this family really loves our subscribers. I know. When they rest at night, they are like, hey, those foolish donors have done it again. You know, like the other day, Marwa came out to say that he wants to finish the villa and he requires, was it 6,000 USD or something like that? That video, I'm just trying to see whether I can get that to that end. In the video, he had to come up and say, let me just finish on ROCIO and come out. But I'm so sure that is why ROCIO cannot go anywhere. She knows now. She knows now that when she keeps her feet on the, when she steps her foot down in the villa, she will be so successful. She'll get what she wants. Even the studio. The studio will be actually fully loaded by her donors. That is why she will not leave the villa. Donors will be here because she will be here. Her studio will be made. Her music will be made. You can see today, Mara was coming up with some people to sing alongside ROCIO for shout-outs. So they'll make her music go, because music actually just needs backup. If you have proper backup, you have proper instruments, and you have proper recording, you're good to go. The music that I normally see on the streets, even though some people say ROCIO has no good voice, do you know, the music I hear sometimes is not about voice. It's about the proper putting together of instruments and what have you. And I wish ROCIO would have taken that chance to actually get those people who are very good in music to just come for shout out, sit with her and sing. Once she realizes that trick, ROCIO will get to have these people who are talented, and indeed they have the good voice, and they will sing with her, and with backup her music will go ahead. But I don't know why she's delaying on that. She's not taking that advantage, maybe because she is focusing more on donors, the ready cash. But if she decides to do that, she will not reach in music so easily, very easily. Okay, let's listen to more here.
Everybody's always, when are you going to finish this? When are you going to do this? When are you going to do this? We need to make more income to make everything at the same time is possible. Because many of you always say to me, why he doesn't finish? Why he not? Well, some dreams are very expensive, okay? Some dreams are very expensive. So we need to make money. I am making money. Mara is making money. We need to make double, as I'm telling you. And this is not about being greedy, because one of the messages I received, it was very funny, like, what if he fails and then they will say this is ROCIO's fault because he wanted to make more money out of him. Yes, I want my man to make more money, not in a greedy way, just in a successful way. That's the order of life, okay? Because we have very expensive dreams. Mara is building a very big villa. He still wants to make a swimming pool. He still wants to make landscaping. He built a house with like 5 kitchens, okay? With I don't know how many bedrooms. I don't know how many.
ROCIO does not even know how many bedrooms. Come on. Hey. She's saying, I don't know how many bedrooms, 5 kitchens. 5 kitchens for who? 5 kitchens for who? So have you heard? ROCIO is coming out now here to remind donors and those of you who are talking to give money. Have you heard it? Are you ready to give? Give, and don't complain, why are you not finishing? Why are you not finishing? And I'm so sure that those are their teams, because anybody who is not their team, whatever you type there is deleted, especially if it's a comment that they feel is attacking. So let's listen again to what ROCIO is saying here, guys.
Wait, because I will keep on growing and growing and growing, and I know I'm meant to shine. I'm meant to shine, but he needs to shine brighter than me, okay?
Really?
Okay. And the family is a business also. We also have a villa to build, okay? We have a house to finish. We need to keep upgrading. We need to keep making more incomes, okay? Everybody's always, when are you going to finish this? When are you going to do this? When are you going to do this? We need to make more income to make everything at the same time is possible. Because many of you always say to me, why he doesn't finish? Why he not? Well, dreams.
I hope you heard it. I hope you heard it. You are like, will you finish? Will you finish? Will you finish? We need to make money. Whether it's from donatos, whether it's from wherever or wherever or wherever. She remembered that now people will be coming and saying that you are scamming people, and she said, not in a greedy way, but we know that they make in a greedy way. Because look at what Maro is doing currently. Of course, he's doing a good progress to build for Brian's home. But those lies, why do they lie? Why do they have to lie? Every morning they wake up, they have raised another figure that is needed for that. Another figure needed for, I don't know, placing what for grandma. Another figure for doing this. another figure for the stolen phones, another figure for the road, another figure. So why do they have to lie? You can come out and say that indeed, keep helping me, because now they trust their teams will help. They don't have to lie, but they keep lying every blessed day. Okay, let's continue to listen to the queen here. The queen is killing it.
Some dreams are very expensive, okay?
Yes.
Some dreams are very expensive.
Okay.
So we need to make money. I am making money. Marwa is making money. We need to make double, as I'm telling you. And this is not about being greedy, because one of the messages I received, it was very funny. Like, what if it fails? And then they will say, this is ROCIO's fault because he wanted to make more money out of him. Yes, I want my man to make more money, not in a greedy way, just in a successful way. That's the order of life, okay? Because we have very expensive dreams. Marwa is building a very big villa. He still wants to make a swimming pool. He still wants to make landscaping. He built a house with like 5 kitchens, okay? With I don't know how many bedrooms. I don't know how many toilets. We still have to do. I'm about to do, well, I haven't said this, but I'm about to do my wardrobe, the walk-in closet, and I will be paying for it because I cannot wait. I cannot wait anymore until Marwa is able to do. Marwa has priorities, you know, but we could be in a position that we say, yeah, let's do this and this and this all at the same time, but we cannot. So we have to open doors.
So I think people should get it clearly. This project of the manager is ROCIO's idea. It is her project. She has decided that we have to make 3 more money. It's not just double, even triple. We have an expensive life, don't you see? Hey, donors, we have an expensive life. Can you continue supporting us? Or else we have to go into these greedy entrepreneurs that you are complaining about. Okay? Team ROCIO, Team IAMARWA, you are saying that we are going into a dangerous move of having a manager. So will you now come and send enough money so that we live our expensive life? We have big dreams, expensive ones. Don't you see? You are not supporting them enough. Can you see our you know, our villa that is not complete? Can you see my wardrobe, my you said what? She doesn't even know how many bedrooms they are, but they have to be finished. The 5 kitchens, they have to be finished. There's so many toilets, she doesn't know how many. They have to be finished. Come on. And the company has to be registered, remember, the Safari's company. Yes? So she has big dreams. The studio is also on the way. Hey. So either keep quiet or send money. Keep quiet or send money to the villa. Send money to Marwa because ROCIO wants her man to have more earning. Her man has to have more money all the time to manage their lifestyle. Okay?
I just want to fly DJI drones. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Be blessed. And I hope it comes back. Showing me Gordon, thank you so much. Gordon is talking about buymeacoffee.com/RoCabreramusic. That is my page. Most of the time it's in my description down below. That is a way that you can actually buy me a coffee that is worth $1. $1 is 1 coffee. You can send as many coffees as you want. I really appreciate Gordon because he sends me coffees the most.
Your son is growing. Yeah. All right, guys. And remember, that is just things that the house needs. We also have a home. We need to pay workers. We need to do some, I don't know what and what. So a lot of things are needed. I really like these lights. Yeah, it's very cool and calm.
Yeah.
All right, ROCIO, I'm going because I've released my video.
Okay.
So I'm going to the premiere.
Okay, you released already?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys, enjoy.
Yeah.
But you can tell us which one should we start with, hot water or kitchen? I think we need to start with hot water, and also we need to add more CCTV cameras this month. And then I have like 10 neighbors who want me to take their kids to school.
Yeah, plus that, plus all of those extras. Yeah, that's why we are here trying to grow our businesses, trying to grow our career, because our plans are expensive, our dreams are expensive, and we need to.
So Marwa had to come at the end of the video and also revamp, yeah, put pressure in the donors. And then you are saying it's not great. What is that? It's not great, because if you decide to help your neighbor's children, you help based on how you are capable. Danny, hi, welcome to the house. Every day they have a new project. By the way, you cannot keep piling projects after projects. Every day a new project, every day a new project. How? And if, for example, I decide to pay fees for neighbors' kids, or maybe within my village, right there at home, I'll choose based on the money that I know I can afford. Because you're not the only one in the world. There are so many people in the world to also assist, or you have directly to link those parents to those donors so that you don't keep saying every day that you are helping. If, for example, Kiswati, I don't understand the role of Kiswati, because I thought Kiswati normally pays fees for some of those students. They provide books, they provide resources for learning. So I do not understand, because I thought if Kiswati is there doing that, then there is no way Maro will keep saying that I have 10 neighbors to go to school. I've also seen Devi saying the same thing. They are Godfrey to go to school. I don't know who to go to school. And for Devi, they are directly having the donors paying for those kids. So how do you say you have 10 kids, but you can link those parents or the schools to the donors? I've seen that happening in Coast, like Kilifi, Lamu, and all those areas, even including Taita Taveta. When the donors are helping students, they pay directly. They don't have to go through someone. Like when they pick a student to pay for, they pay for under that project, and they link with the school. Then they know in this area we have 10 students, what have you. Then within the school we have a teacher in charge of counseling who can talk to the kids and coordinate and ensure that they are paid for. But this one, whereby now Marwa has to seem like he's the one sponsoring when the donors are the ones sponsoring, I don't understand. I've not understood that method. Lucy says everything they are talking about is what everyone goes through, but we don't go online asking for money. Indeed. In fact, for them, they are better. I don't see even that they go through what we go through, because for them, they have as a very small kid. And if they have decided to help, it's because they are brand. A brand always does social. We call it social what? Social responsibility. When you are a brand, you are supposed to offer social responsibility. Because, for example, if I become wealthy and I'm a brand, I believe that I'm a brand. We have seen people like Ogobina. We've seen, so many others. I also, when I was teaching a certain school, there was a chairperson who is an architecture. Working all over the world. That architecture decided to sacrifice something so that he pays for students, by the way, and he had around 10 students he was sponsoring across Taita Taveta. And you could tell us, for example, in his house, because there is no one who remains in the to sacrifice something like the not paying for, let's say, these channels, like the monthly subscription for TV, something like that, so that money directly goes to fee. And then he was just linking to the schools and paying for the students' fee. And also, most of us, we help once in a while here and there, and we don't have to keep shouting. Yeah, because a brand is supposed to do corporate social responsibility. That's what I know. So when you are doing that, do you again get it from somewhere, then hand over, then say, I have done it. I have done it. I really do a lot. I help the community. And you have got from there. It is handed over, passing through you. You hand ahead and say, I've done it. These people have to do corporate social responsibility, including Dimwango. She should do it. In fact, that is the one I don't see doing anything. Dimwango does not do anything for anybody. She keeps complaining about this and that, bragging, putting people down, showing how people are not working hard. But I've never seen her actually coming out, apart from saying, I am the one who stood with I don't know who when she started her channel. I even went, we did the first videos, I even bought her a phone. That one is friendship. When you are helping your friend, you don't have to say. But when you have decided to help a neighbor, even if it's not a good neighbor, but you are helping them to have their children go to school, that is necessary for anyone who is doing business, and they are doing business. When you look at them, they are doing business in their communities. So I don't see the reason why they should be coming out and saying that we have so much, so that is why we have to share to you, we have this and that and that. Okay. Now let's come to the final discussion on Marwa. I had something here on Marwa. So I saw yesterday Marwa actually suggesting to this boy, Nelson, after checking the Mabatis, and he realizes that indeed he was doing a shaky or rather fake business. He now checks on Mabatis and realizes that indeed we have good Mabatis here. Okay. This one here.
Yes. We don't compromise on quality. Okay. Number one, we don't compromise on quality. Wow. We give the customer his needs and desires. Wow. And we give the best quality in the country. Wow. And yes, when you look at the paint, it comes in matte finish. Matte finish. Matte finish, it means a little rough. It's a little rough. And for every iron sheet you buy, okay, you get a warranty of 15 good years. So you're covered for the next 15 years. Oh my God. You're covered for the next 15 years of warranty. Wow. Over the product. Okay. And yes, because you bought these sheets, yes, we are going to award you, we are running a promotion called Still the Show. Still the Show. We are going to award you a 2,000 liter tank. Oh my God. For buying MRM products. Okay. So one thing we'll do is Dan, utabeba hii mabati.
Okay. So guys, it's funny that finally Marwa has saved some money from the iron sheets. However, do you know what he came up saying? He said that he has very little on his account, yet he has saved. Even the other day he told us he has saved from what? Buying what? But then he's still saying there is no money on the account. Yet there is 200. Hey, the bundles are bundling. Okay, so he came to understand about the price of all that, and he was celebrating. Now he's cutting down on costs because he's getting things a bit cheaper because of the suggestions from one person or the other. I don't understand how at the beginning he had said that the Masons are controlling him. It's not possible to let the Masons control you. When you are running a project, for you to say that you are really an expert in managing a project, you must have knowledge about cutting down on costs. As you work for quality, also the cost must be standard. And nobody always says that expensive is always quality. Sometimes that is a false thing. I've dealt with projects even at school levels, and sometimes you get the same product has been quoted by somebody very high, yet another company has quoted the same thing a bit fairly. So the reason why even people do BQs, and sometimes you go allow people to bid, have the quotations from different companies, is as a result of getting low quotations. But Marwa is one kind of person that trusts that he knows so much. So we'll just go to one company and make orders and say, yeah, I've already ordered this from the border. I've already done this from the border. He does not know that people in this country, even if you're constructing houses in Kakamega, you can order material from Nairobi directly and they come from the company, and you will have saved a lot. And in fact, companies from Nairobi transport to you as long as the quantity is standard. And I think for the house he's doing, he could even have transported a lot of metals and all that from Nairobi together with the Mabatis, ridges and all that to the site. So these are some of the things that he's ignorant about, and he will never say yes. He will say, oh, my Masons did not want that. Oh, my Masons said they don't want that one. Oh, my Masons sometimes have percentages. People these days do what we call 10%. 10% is one of the killers that is happening. Be aware of that, anybody. When you are doing construction and you rely on your masons, that's why some people don't want to do a full contract with masons, because masons who call for a full contract sometimes go and agree with the shops, and they will be selling to you products very expensively. They'll quote very highly. At the end of the day, you will waste a lot of money. But when you do subcontracting, you provide material and you have to look for the affordable prices, standard quality, but then affordable prices. You know, there is a time I had booked for mabati from a nearby, that is a nearby Indian shop in Mwatate. Then it happened that I didn't have full money. I had paid a down payment of about 200,000. Then I had to actually stop and wait on the building for some time, because for us, we are hustling. We don't have donors to keep giving. So when we waited for about 2 years, by the time we went back, the prices have gone high. But we realized that it was too much. So we had to book from Mlolongo. Mlolongo directly, the mabatis were brought at a fairly cheap cost, and they were brought on their own transport. So these things, I don't know. Sometimes when we talk here, people are like, begin constructing and then you can talk about it. Those who have done construction, no, we know, but we don't have to keep making people look like they don't know. Anybody, even people who have not constructed, have ideas, only that they have dreams and they have not started. So it's not like if people are talking, they don't know what they are talking about. They know. And again, why should you go to build a very big villa that you will not use? Like you have 10 rooms and you'll only use 3 rooms. What for? What for? It doesn't make sense, because, for example, personally, if I'm investing, let's say in Coast, I want to invest in Kitale, I want to invest in Kakamega, I would rather do just a standard house in one place where I know I'll stay permanently, and then the rest I do commercial houses. It doesn't make sense for me to build a whole villa in one village that is actually down in a place that is so primitive. Then again, I start struggling maybe to build another one in Mombasa or wherever. I would rather build just a small house with maybe 4 bedrooms in the village. Then I go elsewhere and I do a villa, or I do hostels. Then they bring money to me so that I don't keep begging the donors every blessed day. So it doesn't make sense. For example, even what Marwa did and what Dimongo are doing, that big villa, of what sense does it have? Is it just because you went to America or you have gone to UK and you have seen those houses there, then you decide I'm coming to build a villa just to surprise or amaze the Kenyans, or rather the Nyabohanse community? But at the end of the day, you will keep begging. You will keep telling them, now I'm doing this, I'm stuck. This one is a big house. It's a big one. If you know what it means, it's a big villa. It needs, I don't know how many trucks of sand. Just build a normal, moderate house. They always say moderation is the way to go in life. Moderation. Bite the cloth based on your ability. Do things based on your ability so that you don't have to involve so many people, donors, all the time. Let donors do things that Kenyans cannot do totally. Like if there is a child who is an orphan, they need fees, let donors do that. But if donors now begin constructing your personal house, really, personal house, and we have schools which are needed in Kenya, they are not there. We have some things which are required in Kenya, they are not there. And you are not doing that for the society, but you keep beating your chest because you want to seem like you are doing the unique thing ever. Because you have big dreams for yourself. You are selfish. You are selfish. We can actually call you selfish because you are not doing for us. You are not doing even for the community. When you are building that house, you are saying that people are gaining because they'll come to sell food there, that you are doing great because now children, families are affording to work there and earn. Only for 6 months, then they'll be gone and it will be your house. And that house, you are not going to use the entire house. It will be a wastage. It will be a wastage because you are not going to use that house. You are not going to sleep in 50 or 10 bedrooms at the same time. You are not going to use 2 swimming pools at the same time. You are just going to create a mesmerment in the village, whereby maybe two visitors like Jamaican uncle will come and stay around, and another one, we call it the what? The trench coat grandpa. But not that that villa will be useful in any way, even to yourself commercially. What benefit, what income will it bring in? For example, Marwa, what income is that villa bringing, apart from Jamaican uncle, who is stuck around because he seems to be a lonely man in America and has decided to come and look for peace through Dorina and Maisha and ROCIO and Marwa around. What benefit? I don't see. As for me, I don't see the benefit of building a big villa in a village. I would rather just build a standard mansionette, and then I go ahead and do hostels in neighboring towns. I go near university, buy land, and build something there. I go buy land, build real estates. I think that's the better reasoning. But these people will keep telling us we are bitter, we are envious. When we comment about this, they say we are bitter, we are envious. Okay, let's finish with this Nelson man. The Nelson man had to say that he does not want.
So 2 days ago, he saw him on YouTube on these videos.
He does not want money.
Now he has come to say, brother, I'm looking for you. Stop. Oh, they already brought. Aya, fundi yako wapi? Oh, ndio umetembea na mguu. Hey, wewe ndio umeleta? Oh. Aya, nitie mafundi wa mabati. Nataka tupige video mbele ya Tom. We want to do a video, so we are waiting for the main, the number, so that in future, even you when you are building your house, now you not be scared of the price. Thank you guys. I will be taking you around, and thank you, Mr. Tom, for even taking your time to come up to the construction site. Yes. And you know, you saved us $1,000 plus.
No, for that sake,
yes,
use it to power market.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, that money, I will pay these fundis.
So that I can join and party China.
The entire plastering.
So get blessed.
Yes. Actually, through your company, somehow, we've been able to plaster the house. Before forgetting, guys, I want to give a special shout out to Brian. So Brian is one of my followers here on YouTube. He watched the video when we were talking about the prices of iron sheets, and he reached out to Tom.
Okay.
Tom, hey Tom.
So
I know you're my good friend, but it's been a while.
So you see clearly they saved 1,000 USD. 1,000 USD was saved. But Marwa is still saying they have very little on the account. And I'm like, are you serious? Because if you save that, that will be a lot for cement, for example, and plastering. And because a lot of workers who are doing here are volunteering, they are masons, YouTubers who are doing shout-outs and content creation, you have saved a lot. For once, Marwa should just actually be truthful, ever. If he's indeed saying all the time that he doesn't want to eat anybody's money, is not greedy, then he should for once come out clearly and say things, you know, that people understand. Because the things that make people question here is that he is never clear. There is a lot of corners in whatever he discusses, a lot of gaps, you know. And let's just go through something here. Because even up to now, we don't believe that that family, since we heard that that old woman has a boy, I'm surprised. From Murimi and Devi Jr., I'm surprised. Now this lady here,
I've always wanted, like when I meet you, I do YouTube videos with
this
you,
lady here
and I also
wants
and
to
so that I
sing
can also get
with
a chance
ROCIO.
to also like meet everybody and meet you and do vlogging with you. I'm such a big fan.
Okay.
And
So what you will do is on Thursday, right, Mapo?
Yeah.
Thursday or Wednesday? tomorrow is Tuesday.
No, tomorrow is Tuesday.
Or no, today is Tuesday. Yes. So Wednesday, let's meet here because they will have finished to do the plaster. So I can take you around, and also they will have done already roofing.
Sure.
Tomorrow they will start doing roofing, so you guys can even enjoy.
Yes. I even had a plan for you, but we'll do it.
No, we will do it
next
on Wednesday.
Yes.
Yes, and also
Amekuwa kama ile
an
mwanafunzi
appointment for you
walipoona
on
na nini.
Thursday. So you can visit the villa and also see where.
Okay, so even though ROCIO is in charge, shout-outs are still going on. And I said, Maro will not stop because he knows in one way or the other, he creates a different image. And so he will never stop these shout-outs. Never. He will not. And of course now you see this lady says, ROCIO has a very angelic voice. We are going to sing together and progress in the studio. I want to work together with her. Hey, I'm like, okay, ROCIO, take the opportunity because even if you are a bad musician, even if you don't have the voice, if you get people like this, you will actually make good music because once you have a good backup in the country, you have instruments and you have good recording, you are good to go. Your music will sell because how much we have always been listening to very poor music in the country and it is selling. So do it. Go for it, ROCIO. Okay? So at the end of the day, Nelson now starts saying, I don't want the money. I don't want the money. I just want a shout out.
I still feel you deserve your money back. Yes. Aye. Guys, we are still working on it.
Yes.
We will make sure that you at least you receive, even if it's half of the money. So at least it can bring you back. Your boat can come back and everything.
Okay.
Hiya, Brian. Tafutia mgeni to speak loud.
I went there like you sent us, but
yes. No phone.
Au vijana hata ni wadogo kwa sasa wenyewe ukiwaangalia hata wajui kwenye iko.
Okay. So the best thing we'll do, wait this video to go out. Guys, we want to hear from you. What do you think we should do with him? If that is the case, there is a madam that sent money to buy him a phone. Yes. I don't know if I'll take that money and give it to you. You understand? Tutangoja tuone watu wa mitandao watasema aje. Okay. In the comment section. Yeah. Then from there we'll decide.
Yes, lakini boss.
Watu wa mitandao, those are donors. Donors. Prepare your pockets, prepare your bank accounts. Say something about Marwa's today's incident. Good news, iron sheets on the side, doors and windows fixed. Neighbors are now starting to greet grandma. Hey. So Nelson has now come around and he's turning and saying, I don't want the money. And I'm like, okay, Carol said something. When I watched her, Carol was saying that this is all a script. And I'm like, okay, why is it that at first they told us that the old lady only has a daughter? Now it has come out that he has a son. She has a son and the son is in Nyabohanse, a neighbor to Murimi. Again, so that son brought the goats. Now here again, we are seeing this man Nelson came saying that he has lost almost 35K. And Maro is the one who helped him to calculate very fast. Yeah, 30 for this, 2 for this, 10 for this. Then, now today Nelson is looking like he has lost interest in the script. So he's looking away and saying that, but boss, let's hear. Let me talk, not talk.
Yes.
Yeah, mimi nilikuwa naomba.
Okay, translate.
He was requesting.
Okay, requesting.
Hata kama Brian juu nimeona sasa amekuwa mtu mzuri na vile unapeana hii support pia.
Even if I've seen that now Brian he's going to change.
Yes.
And also because you are the one who supported us and you are the big reason for him to change.
Mi sikuwa naona haja ya Brian kunilipa hizo vitu maana tayari wale watu wenye walikuwa wana nidai nishawalipa.
I was saying that no need of Brian to pay me because the people that I was supposed to pay them, I already paid them.
So mimi kitu nilikuwa tu naomba support yako labda pia niko na channel pia mimi.
So I was asking from you like if you could like, because I also have a channel but my channel is still low.
Yeah, kama unaweza ni shout out pia mimi ni bro yani niachana na hiyo story ya Brian bado itakuwa tu sawa. Mimi sioni haja ya kudai Brian maana.
Okay.
Yeah, so guys, you heard clearly. The boy Nelson now says, I don't want money. I don't want the 35,000. I just want a shout out. And I'm like seriously, 35,000 Kenyan shillings. Hey, 35,000 Kenyan shillings is a lot of money to hustler. And when the boy came, he looked like a hustler. And if you have been put behind bars because of somebody and you have even lost your business, you cannot compromise and quickly say that let me just leave that and go for shout outs, because a shout out can work or may not work. Because how is this man going to maintain like his channel over this? Some people will watch him for 1 day or 2 and lose interest. Because the type of content he does, we don't even know. He has just come out and said he has a channel. But I'm looking at this squarely and thinking that there is a whole doubtful story in this. I become a doubting Thomas in this, because I believe we are just being, we are just being put in a box to believe some things that are not truthful here. All right? So guys, we have gone through a very long session, the first for the day. And because I'm going somewhere, I don't know how long I'll take before I come back and proceed. Of course, I've planned for a lesson at 12. Even wherever I'll be, I'll see whether I can go through it. I'll download my book and continue to discuss. So guys, thank you so much for coming handy this morning for me. I appreciate your presence. Let me load the video. And then later on, maybe I'll be doing a live stream as I go to wherever I'm going. I'll also, or maybe do a video, then I'll do a premium. Because sometimes phones and while moving, power and all that. But whenever I get to a place where I want to do a live stream, I'll just do it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's meet later. Maybe in a live stream as I'm going where I'm going, because I'm planning to walk on foot to some distance before I arrive there. And later on by 12 or 1, I'll have a lesson. Okay. Thank you so much. God bless.